3 manufacturers, 3 motorcycles, 3 approaches, 1 mosh pit. Who will be the last one standing? Welcome to Power Drift. In India, a good-looking motorcycle is almost half the battle won, and no one kills this plot better than the Yamaha R3. It looks sharp, well-proportioned, and the inverted headlamps look absolutely slick. The next best thing is the Ninja 300, the oldest design in this battle, but still conventionally good-looking and guaranteed to stand out in the Kawasaki green. A fleeting glance will remind you of the older ZX-10R. The RC390 in comparison looks futuristic, a little too much for some, and hence not the best bet to please everyone in terms of aesthetics. But it is the brawniest of the lot and almost a bully in this scrap. It boasts of the biggest engine, the biggest forks, the biggest front brake, the widest and best tires in the category, and the only bike here to offer ABS and steel braided lines. The R3 plays second fiddle, sporting the second biggest forks and front brake, thus banking heavily on its potent parallel twin engine, just like the Ninja 300. The Kawasaki though has the smallest engine, smallest front brake and forks, but still very much in the fight with its slipper clutch trump card, which its competition misses out on. But that's just the surface, because a rivalry this fierce demands that you look beyond what catches the eye, and what better place to lead the investigation than on a dyno. And so it helps to have friends at Race Dynamics in Bangalore to set the record straight. First up is the bike which started it all, the Ninja 300. Makes 38.5 HP to the crank, and after accounting for all the losses, makes 30.28 HP to the rear wheel. Next up is the RC390, its single 373cc mill, churning out an impressive 36.06 HP to the rear wheel. And lastly, it's the newest contender, the Yamaha R3. Almost matches the RC to the crank, but actually puts down to the wheel 32.3 horsepower. What's even more interesting is how the torque curves stack up against each other, giving you a good indication of how a sprint to the ton would pan out. A drag which will pit a champion racer against himself to find which pocket rocket is the quickest of the line. Boasting the highest torque figure, the RC reigns supreme in this race to 100, leaving the R3 and the Ninja to fight tooth and nail, the Yamaha catapulting off the line to own the drag to 60, and the Ninja fighting back with vengeance to register a photo finish, clocking identical times to the ton, but stall gearing will see the R3 beat the Ninja for top speed honors, provided you get a long enough straight. The RC coming in last thanks to its short gearing and shorter rev band. RC also doesn't score very high when it comes to versatility, given its aggressive riding posture, poor heat dissipation and small tank. The Yamaha R32 has a smaller tank than the Ninja, but still beats the Kawasaki in the city and the highway, courtesy its better low-end torque, lighter weight, plush suspension and more upright ergonomics. Switch the terrain however and throw in some corners, and there is yet another twist in the tail. This is what the RC was made for, and it shows. Its taut frame, aggressive ergos and Metzeler tires mean you can charge into corners and come out feeling that you have gone in faster. It relishes being thrown into corners and catapult out of them, riding the wave of torque as you crack open the throttle. Its Achilles heels are the spongy brakes and the belly pan scraping the ground when the leans increase. The bike that stays closest to the RC is the Ninja. Its long wheelbase translates to slightly slower turn-ins, but the slipper clutch gives it better stability at corner entry, and once leaned over, it holds the line to the T. That is, once the IRCs are up to temperature. There is, however, no getting around the flattish profile of the MRS on the R3, restricting the lean and the speed it can carry in the corner. The R3's foot pegs too are the most front set and its front forks softest in this company. So despite weighing less, having the best brakes and making good torque overall, the R3 is still the last one to cross the line in its stock avatar. The R3 will undoubtedly be a lot better in corners with more stickier, rounder profile tires, An investment which you should be able to make considering its lower price tag and lower cost of ownership as compared to the Ninja. But still, it's a far cry from value for money, especially when you consider the RC in the same equation. There's simply no beating the RC, the KTM, in terms of the performance and the equipment it offers for the price it comes at. It's still the ideal weapon for the racetrack, and it will continue to be so in 2016 with all the upgrades in terms of ride-by-wire, slipper clutch. And that's exactly why Yamaha built the R3, designed the R3 to give people something which the RC390 didn't in terms of refinement and versatility. And in doing so, they have managed to successfully build a machine which ends the reign of the Kawasaki Ninja 300 as the best beginner's bike in this category. Because other than the slipper clutch, this one offers better equipment, a more engaging ride, and is a lot more frugal to live with. And hopefully in 2016, when it gets ABS, that will only strengthen its position as the most well-rounded machine in this segment. So there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to Power Drift and ciao.
Yeah. Check it. Where's the one-man bandit? You couldn't stand it. Get backhanded to where you landed in the hand. Don't even go there, cause I'm calling the shots. Y'all lame so square, I'm putting y'all in the box and leaving them in. Throw it away and leave it again. The flow I be flowing is blowing like a leaf.